you've helped people hire a lot of people. What do you look for when you're hiring someone? I'm sure you've kind of figured that out a little bit by now.
That's a really good question. So I have a little bit different philosophy than most, but I believe mine works really, really, really well. So the one that we teach is, try to hire within a process or a system where, so this is really in the kind of the virtual assistant kind of world where somebody's not coming to work with you every day. It could be US, it could be abroad, wherever. But really what we're going to do, we're going to put a really good application out there that talks about, we're looking for the ideal candidate. We're not looking for people who are good. God bless those people and whatever, but we need like people who are rock stars. We want the best of the best, right? If I'm hiring a salesperson, it'll say like, you have to have the abilities and the capabilities and the skills to do 150 grand or 180 grand or more per year. If you don't have the skills for that, do not apply. And so it doesn't mean everybody that applies is going to be that rock star, but you're going to get a certain mentality of person who has the guts to apply to that. So that helps you out a lot. The second thing we'll do is in there, it will tell them exactly what to do. So this is how you're going to figure out, can they self-manage themselves? Because that's ultimately what their job is. Their job is about, doing a repeated system over and over and over again without you seeing, right? Without you knowing. And we do not check in with them every day. There's people out there who have huge coaching programs who teach that. Right. I have found you do not need that if you know how to bring them in, onboard them right, and manage them by results. Because at the end of the day, I can see if the social media posts are going up. I can see if the videos are being edited, right? Like, so I don't need to, like we have very few meetings in our company. Our company runs extremely efficient. We might have one or two total meetings, maybe one meeting a week. Like we very rarely have meetings. I don't like meetings because it really ties up a lot of people's time. So if we're having a meeting, it needs to be really efficient. It needs to be about productivity, right? And like you think about pulling 5 people together. I mean, the amount of money and resources that are being spent there is incredible. In corporate America, people have meetings all day long. They're in boardrooms and conference rooms, meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. And basically all people are doing is talking about problems. No one in the room actually knows the solution. You know what I mean? And that's why companies are inefficient. So to kind of loop back, so when we look to hire somebody, we will give them the process of exactly how to get hired. How do you beat everyone else? We will literally tell them that. We'll tell them to send a video. This is really important. We'll tell them to include your favorite color or something weird and random, just to see if they pay attention. You know what I mean? And just to see if they can follow a process. We might give them a link that's somewhere out there on the internet, and we'll type it in there and say, this, and then we'll write the word dot, and then we'll write the rest of the URL because it's really long. And we'll just see, like, do they realize this is a period, not the word dot? You know what I mean? Like, because there's spaces in between that word dot. We're trying to see, like, what's the intellect? Well, like, can this person solve a problem on their own? Do they need to message me? Do they, and then they'll send me a video. And so typically you might get, 50 applications, 100 applications, but you're really going to get 5 or 10 videos. And I mean, that's how you created a tremendous amount of leverage and automation around a process where now I've got the 10 best candidates right in front of me in my inbox. And then we'll look at those, and then we'll take the best people out of there. We'll give them a specific task. So this is kind of the next level, is if you get the task, you're one of like the 3 or 4 people, and a lot of times we'll pay people for that because we want them to do the task. We want to see what they're going to do. And honestly, it doesn't cost you that much to have 3 people do a 2-hour task, but that task is going to send them all over the internet. I mean, it's going to be like, Google search this, find an article, post it here, start a Dropbox account for free, go over here and do that. Like, and they've got to solve problems, and it may not have anything to do with their job. If they're a video editor, it may say, find a video on YouTube about this, download it, edit here. I need 16 seconds of this, then go here and get some royalty free this and get music and do all this. And like, they've got a huge process and a thing to follow. And basically I'm trying to see, like, can they follow 21 steps? Yeah. Can they literally look at a video, pause it, go do it, then, because that's going to be their job, and really you're going to come down to 1 or 2 people every time. You're going to come down to 1, maybe 2 people who are actually going to do that task and do it right. Most people will not do that task. You'd be surprised. If you get 10, half of them won't even turn it in. So the people who do it right and do it well, now I've seen how they can perform, what they can do. It doesn't matter if it's a sales call, whatever. Like I'll tell them, find somebody, do a mock call, record it on this app. I mean, literally, because I want to see how they are in live, and then from there we'll usually hire them. And what we do is we apply a lot of pressure in the first week. Okay. Unless I know for sure, like maybe it's I'm hiring a friend's assistant or something like that. But if I don't know them, we are going to apply the max amount of pressure in the first week, almost to where they're going to be like, man, I'm out of here. Like, we don't want that, but we want to know, how do they perform under pressure, and can they actually hang with us? Because the last thing you want to do is figure that out in 6 months. Now, everybody knows them. Now you're going to look like you can't hire people. You know what I mean? Like, it's so if you can figure it out in the first week, and sometimes we'll even give them a severance or something. We'll pay them for the rest of the month, like if they're nice, and they did it, they tried. But we're going to put a lot of pressure on. That's what we personally do. But if they make it through that hell week, they're gold.
Talk to us about the strategy that comes behind just growing a business from 1 to 5 million, because that process from 0 to 1 million, okay, you hire a few people, you figure it out, and you've helped people take that next level from 1 to 5. And what works from 0 to 1 doesn't work from 0 to 5. Do you have any insight into that kind of business owner?